Hey, this is Bernie Arnason with Telecompetitor and the Digital Home Summit. I'm here today with Jim Gowen, who's the Vice President of Supply Chain Management and the Chief Sustainability Officer. Jim was our keynote speaker at the Digital Home Summit, and honored to have him with us and have a few questions for him.
First, Bernie, thank you for the opportunity to speak here at the Digital Home Summit. Verizon saw the need when the connected home for the amount of energy and data that was being created and for the future. And we built our broadband networks, our high IQ broadband networks to handle that. So the first thing I would say is we built for the near term and we built for the future. And we've done that in such a way that it will create a competitive advantage. So that's probably the big differentiator we have right now. We have the ability to take the digital home to the next level. And those levels are limitless right now. So the second thing I'd say from a benefit perspective is for our consumers. In the connected home, we're looking at multiple devices at the same time, needing that high broadband. And where we have anywhere, anytime access through devices, this is the difference that Verizon brings to the table with our broadband networks.
Fantastic. So, Jim, can you either qualify or quantify the business impact you see the digital home having on Verizon, either in terms of customer acquisition, customer retention, overall business impact? Just kind of what is the overall value that you guys see for this business going forward?
Well, first and foremost, it gives us the ability to take advantage and monetize even further our premier networks. So we see ourselves creating a competitive advantage by having high broadband networks in the home, wired and wireless, that'll let us scale to the next level. And the devices we're seeing now, the devices that our partners are bringing out, are all being made in the standards that will let us qualify and quantify future generations to come with services that are just incremental to what we're seeing already today.
Great. So Jim, you mentioned the impact of wireless, that the digital home certainly, that wireless plays a role in the digital home, and it's obviously well known that you guys are very involved in your 4G LTE rollout. Can you elaborate a little more about the impact that will have on the digital home?
Sure. We're doing things with LTE that we couldn't even think of doing with 3G. With the advent and rollout of the LTE, we are taking things to the next level. Most importantly, the latency impact, which is the network availability and the network speed. We're cutting that in half with the rollout of LTE. The true impact of LTE isn't even on the radar yet. The bounds by which we're going to be able to explore and enhance LTE in the future as we work with our partners and ourselves to develop applications that'll drive a sustainable home as well in the future.
So Jim, there's been some discussion, some rumors, if you will, about the potential for Verizon to offer some of these connected home services, digital home services that you referred to in your presentation, to make them available to non-Verizon customers, say a Comcast customer or a Cox customer. Can you elaborate on that? Is that in the roadmap in terms of offering these types of services to any customer regardless of their current relationship with Verizon?
We've made no announcement on that. However, what I can share with you is in our home connected solution, I'm actually one of the early adopters and I've had the ability to use the product in my home. So with 5 children under the age of 15, it's been an eye-opening experience looking at both the way my children interact through cameras while I'm at work or away, through the way we manage our home and creating a sustainable home in the future. We are very excited about the impact it's having on our customer base, on our early adopters, and we're very excited about the rollout that we have planned ahead for the home control and the home monitoring. Where the future goes, I wouldn't be the one to tell you right now, but I know for a fact that the home of the future and the digital home of the future is one thing that Verizon is keen on focusing on.
Great, thank you. So Jim, your role as Chief Sustainability Officer at Verizon means you're the key executive on the green initiatives surrounding Verizon. Give us a sense of how the digital home plays in those green initiatives.
Well, Bernie, I couldn't be happier with the home control and the monitoring rollout that we're going through from a sustainability perspective, but also from an operations perspective. Wearing 2 hats at Verizon, being able to drive the supply chain that's going to provide that interoperability through home control and management has just been a fantastic new business venture that Verizon has explored into. From a CSO perspective, and looking at what our customers are going to be able to do within the home, from energy management, remotely managing their home, whether it's energy consumption, whether it's managing their temperatures, to how they're looking at their fuel usage, to the electricity meter that we saw in the presentation on the dashboard. It has just been something that we are bringing to the customer, and they're adopting it very quickly. Lastly, what I would say is there's the reality aspect, and that is when you get the home digitized and you start giving that anytime, anywhere access, and then, oh, by the way, putting it across our broadband networks, which are the largest fiber to the home network in the U.S. On such a mass scale, it really is a game changer. And we are excited at Verizon about just where this is going to go and the potential. Personally, I'm excited on the green side even more.
Great. Well, thank you, Jim, for being here. Thank you for Verizon for coming. We greatly appreciate your insight, and good luck with all of those interesting initiatives.
Bernie, thank you.
Thank you.